expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah.
Yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye.
a superhero.
Messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me why it's about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again. Just to set me free. Why do I, baby? Why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby? Why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby? Why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby? Why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby? Why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby? Why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby? Why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby?
Shall I turn in my badge and rifle as well?
Touch but never love the feeling. Why do I, baby? Why do I? Why do I, baby? Why do I? Why do I, baby? Why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
In carnage, I bloom like a flower in the dawn.
Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes up. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty right out. In the dead of the night, teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control. Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end. No, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun.
Delightful. Another opportunity to world build.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Here's to the ones who let shine through the rain, the ones who stood for something more, who won't forget your name. The time is high, say goodbye, said and said, and all those secrets told. Take
There is beauty in even the slightest of suffering.
Minions have spawned.
keep holding on. Close to the sun.
Stories compel when conflict is introduced. Legends fade in the wake of
First blood.
what does the hero desire? I'll make it your reality.
An ally has been slain.
Could never contain my
Ally has
emotions one could never understand. Excellent. No notes. 3. Only I can craft what comes next. This story will be beautiful. If not for the audience's pleasure, then for their awakening. Pull and squeeze any who stumble. What do you feel? Tell me your desire.
An ally has been slain.
Hope can only be felt when one learns to fear. What good is a hero's journey?
An
presence has elevated this.
An ally has been slain. Shut down. An ally has been slain.
Living the dream.
turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain.
اوكي نكمل هاد بعدين نروح لانفينيتي ايدج. ماشي لسه راح تقلب فيها مجال.
Your turret has been destroyed. Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
انا لو افهم ايش اللي صار، ليش كاركتر يغير الاكسس تبعه؟ بدي افهم ايش اللي غير الاكسس تبعه. انا كنت ماشي عادي مرور الكرام، ماشي دغري رايح، شو المشكلة؟ صار اشي غريب جدا. شيلوا هاي الزفتة، هاي انيفيا الزفتة، قرفت منها. لعن كثير كمان نوبت، انا فكحت خلص فاين. طب يا باي. يا لطيف. عم باخذ بارون دريك. طيب ياسو نزل تحت فلا بده يفتح. مية ياسو عم بفتح تحت.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Traditions for those stuck in the past. I provide perspective.
باي باي. يعني صح ياسو ببهدلني بس خلص حفظته.
not for the audience's pleasure, then for their awakening.
يلا شيل. تعال لي هلا اشوف. خلينا نستوعب شو اخبارك. يلا بس بدي اجمع الرابid فاير. خلينا نشوف.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
يا بيي كيف فلتت؟
An ally has been slain.
What good is the hero's journey without a villain?
An ally has been slain.
سوري.
A mesmerizing aura. For those who came before you. To commit.
طب خليني ارجع احوش لي شوي. طيب مش معقول الاي بي تبعها يفضح حريشه دمج. دمج يفضح حريشه. تعرف باخذ لي اشي اي بي انا احسن لي والله. باخذ
Has been slain.
Jealousy is a rebuttal of the mediocre.
يا زلمه تصرفوا يا اخوان، اتصرفوا تحركوا.
Your fable will be unforgivable. The face you seek lies within your
والله كسر راسكم.
An ally has been slain.
Don't even think about it.
Your turret has been destroyed.
والله كسرونا. كل شيء طفى. كاسة اللابس، افتح يا كاسة اللابس. طبعا اذا في حدا معنا باللايف هذا كان فاصل التشات، فهلا يعني هلا رجعت فتحته، هلا بصير يلود لي التشات. اذا راح علي مسج بعتذر. نستنى جيم جديدة، الأولى مش موفقة أبدا. أول جيم ليج اوف ليجندز ما كانت موفقة أبدا. يلا يا لول. كيتلين باي باي.
Shall I turn in my badge and rifle as well?
like a flower in the dawn.
بدنا نعوض الخسارة. يلا بينا. نوتالوس رهيب.
We're a cast of how many? Tragic. One of you won't make the cut.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
Only I can craft what comes next. Hope can only be felt when one learns to fear. Afraid of a paper cut.
الله ستر، الله لا يورز لك يا نوكتورن.
An artist's legacy is defined by their passion.
حلو اللعب.
There is beauty in the lightest of suffering. Those who came before you. Soon this world will reflect. All things end in the belly of the snake.
يلا بينا.
I have overcome rabble with disrespect. In time, they will thank me.
نعم.
Ally has been slain.
Indulge me with your agony. Pitiful world would be a
خلينا نكمل. حلو هاي اخذنا دريك.
Rampage.
as its prey succumbs to silence.
جود. بوتس و ليثاليتي. Rated Dirk. نبلش على الهدف.
Feel it's cold. They call me a
An enemy has been slain.
My words are venom. Let it seep into their veins. If not for the audience's pleasure, then for their awakening.
لا يلعن اخت الشانس يا زلمه. قال انا ضربت، قال هو اعمل التيميت عملت انا التيميت، قال هو اعمل شيلد وكنسلني وكبسها قبل يعني كمان. يا الله الشانس كيف يا بييه الشانس.
An enemy has been slain.
Embraced. An empty page is a vacant
يا زلمه
Destroyed a turret.
يا زلمه يا زلمه. ألف وثلاثمية. خليني اجيب هذا واخلص من هلا.
elevated this tale.
بي اف سورد معلم. خليني ابلش ايش اوجع.
Tradition is for those stuck in the past. I provide perspective.
An ally has been slain.
Turn the page until your chapter ends. Indulgence sets us free. Therein lies perfection. Your fear shall not.
يا الله يا زلمة يا الله. التنويب لما الواحد خلاص تطفي خلاص يعني الفكح لحاله هذا قلت لك.
Will be beautiful.
An enemy has been slain.
I never leave my audience unsatisfied.
Double kill. Killing spree.
خلص وكبست معاي على كيلز، وهذا اكبر غلط في العالم، هذا اكبر غلط في العالم.
Enemy killing spree. Rampage.
And like the snake that eats its tail, I am reborn to bless this world. Sensation in excess.
An ally has been slain. Rampage. Shut down.
Coil and squeeze. Any who
Unstoppable.
يلا
God is the hero's journey. Without
طلع بلحمسوا عليهم، تلحمس من يناتي صاروا هلا هيك صاروا.
is poetry.
You deny the darkness in your soul. You
Only
وكسر راسكم،
what comes
اصبر علي. اوكي جاك خبط عليه، يلا الله يرحمك. لا مش الله يرحمك، يعني ممكن تلحق. معاه التيميت مخزن لي اياها. كيف ازعل هلا؟ كيف ازعل؟ باي طريقة؟ باي طريقة ازعل؟ زعلوني اقسم بالله زعلوني. طيب احنا البوتس نكمل؟ لا لازم اكمل. لا انا تمام. طيب راح اكمل البوتس بعدين نكمل انفينيتي ايدج.
Hope can only be found when one learns.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
التوب اوريدي عندنا مسفح يعني
Enemy
تمام.
rampage.
يا شطار.
Dominating. An enemy has been slain.
A single myth alone could never contain my talent.
Godlike.
شوف هالحظ المخري.
I'm the protagonist.
Your turret has been destroyed.
باي باي.
Enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Legendary.
Of suffering.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
The beauty of destruction.
نروح بيس.
What they would see,
تحويشة مرتبة.
their eyes, and dare to imagine. The face you seek lies within your deepest shame.
يا رب اروح مد.
Shut down.
In time, you will come to thank me.
Enemy double kill.
ول.
An ally has been slain.
Stories compel when conflict is introduced.
اي
Enemy has been slain.
برافو. يلا كسروا لي راسه هاد.
Anyone desire to rewrite my story. Every detail is
An enemy has been slain.
اصلي اجا الزفت هذا. هذا ما بصمد له انا. بالضبط.
The enemy's inhibitor has respawned.
pitiful world would be a blank page without my art.
Shut down.
اعطيني يلا. يا بي جاكس لما يزعل يما 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 يما. هلا يا مراد، هلا يا مراد، هلا يا مراد. اركض اركض اركض، هيك وضعي كان. لا مش هاد. برافو علي، انا بحكي شو مالي، حاسس حالي شوي متأخر. هلا هيك صح.
Your turret has been destroyed.
هيك صح. خذ لك هذا.
Revision is a natural component of the artistic process.
An ally has been slain.
Suffers from one too many elements. Turn the page until your chapter ends.
يلا.
Within my every myth lies a mesmerizing.
ولا عم دقس.
Must be embraced.
بقولك طلع ولا طلق يا قال.
Killing spree. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
ماشي.
Your turret has been destroyed.
خلينا نشوف شو بدنا نعمل.
Shall advance the plot. My presence has elevated this tale.
Rampage.
اوبا حلو زاد.
Indulgence sets us free. Therein lies perfection. To what does the hero aspire? I'll make it your reality.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
رهيب.
An ally has been slain.
يلا
An
بينا
ally has been
دريك.
slain. You have slain an enemy.
Could never upstage the serpent.
kill.
كثير. يا سلام يا سلام. يلا طبعا اكيد جيرين هلا رومينج اكيد.
Your turret has been destroyed.
وين جيرين؟ هي فوق. اوكي انا راح افتح فوق اكسب الوقت
of the mediocre.
بما انه فيش حدا يعني. وحدز فوق منيح.
Enemy killing spree.
اوكي يلا باي باي.
The audience waits with bated breath.
An ally has been slain.
اوكي راح نبلش
Enemy
بولاد
double kill.
ديلو.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
اي
I will remember your name and shout it to the heavens.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Aced.
اكسلنت.
Shut down.
Critics are so insufferable. How does it feel when your blood runs cold?
بانثيون التيميت.
Is the hero's journey
Enemy's inhibitor has respawned.
يا سلام على الشباب. يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام على جاكس. يا سلام على جاكس وهو مفيد.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
بتوجع. يعني رجعتنا ليج اوف ليجندز بحظ سيء جدا اليوم. أركانا جن والله حلوة. طيب خلص بكفي لليوم. كسروا راسنا، الله لا يوطرز لهم. رجعة مش كويسة. هي نزلت الاكسس تبع 2SKO جيم ترايت الفايتنج. شو اكس
Hey everyone, Peter Rosas, designer on Warwick.
And I'm Steve Bankert, also champ designer on the team.
We are talking about everyone's favorite Beastie Boy today.
He's here.
Warwick. For those uninitiated, Warwick is a man who was cruelly experimented on and, he became a beast. And we want to make sure that, the players get to feel like that ferocious beast monster character. When you think of Warwick, you know that he's always trying to hunt the prey down, right? So we wanted to make sure that we could put that feeling into the player's hands. What does it feel like to pursue prey and get them? And then the last thing we wanted to kind of get across to the player or let them perform is like breaking the rules of the game, right? Just uncaging them, like allowing them to feel feral, right? We wanted players to always just be worried about what's going to happen. How is he going to get to you? Unpredictable movement. Where is he going to come from? The ground, the sky, represent that agility. All those things, we wanted to make sure that they were like present in his kit. So the first attack that we're gonna look at, it's called Claws of the Beast, which is stand S1. What's really cool about this move, besides it being an overhead, is that when it hits the opponent, they go into kind of like a medium knockdown, which you can then use to set up, follow-ups. If you hold S1, he can run for a pretty long time. during that
Friendly
run,
combos.
he's projectile invulnerable.
Right.
Right? When he comes out of the run, he's no longer projectile invulnerable, so you have to time it. His next attack is called Rage of the Beast. The run, he's no longer projectile invulnerable, so you have to time it. Comes out of the run, he's no longer projectile invulnerable, so you have to time it. His next attack is called Rage of the Beast. It has a similar startup to Claws of the Beast, but you know, instead at the end, he ends with a lunging headbutt. If you use Wrath of the Beast, then that gives you advantage, right? Or it lets you blow through their attack. Right.
And then you talked about sort of like Warwick, he's coming at you like really horizontal, but you also added this nice vertical element to his game on the Crouch S1.
So with his Crouch S1 suite, he goes into Primal Leap. So that's this little flip here. And if you hold down in S1, he goes a lot further. And what's like really cool about this move is when it goes up, it does hit going up. Yeah. And then when you use Primal Leap, you know, he has 3 different follow-ups. The first one being Pursuit, where he does a really quick diving bite. And what's really cool about that is that then that knocks up the opponent and it allows you to follow up. His next follow-up attack in the Primal Leap suite is Tear. And the reason that you want to use Tear is that it ground bounces the opponent and hits in the front, but as you can see, it kind of like hovers in the air ever so slightly. So,
yeah, the cross-up is nasty.
And it crosses up, right? So it's kind of hard to block, which is really interesting. And then on top of that, it's plus on block. So if the opponent blocks it, you know, you could use this as a way to kind of keep up pressure. And then for those pesky opponents who are too defensive, you want to go ahead and use Snare, right? Just because that does a really good amount of damage.
And it's command throw. Very
it's
cool.
a command throw, yes.
Nice.
So you can't block it. What's really cool is if you're using either Rage of the Beast or Claws of the Beast, right? You could cancel that by pressing up and getting a Primal Leap cancel out of that, thereby adding another layer to your offensive capabilities.
Yeah.
One of the things that's really cool about Warwick, you can get the opponent to the corner pretty nicely, and then once the opponent's in the corner, that's typically like a safer space you could be in, right? You can't really get crossed up in the corner.
Right.
You know, once again, the idea is no safe spaces against him. And to that point, you know, we added the Primal Climb where he gets to cling onto the corner. What's really cool about this is that he has access to those same kind of Primal Leap follow-ups, but they're like enhanced. They're much stronger from the corner, right? So when he does Pursuit and it hits, you know, the opponent is launched and they spin out, allowing for cooler combos. When you use the M attack, you know, you'll see it's a little bit different.
Right.
He's doing a new attack called Rend, which, you know, can ground bounce an airborne opponent, but against a standing opponent, it leaves them standing with a lot of hit stuns. And then, you know, he also has Snare from there as well, just in case the opponent gets a little too defensive.
Right. Too comfy.
Exactly. And then the other awesome thing is, you know, once again, if you press the charged version of Primal Leap, he'll go into Primal Climb automatically.
And that's cool too, just seeing the way that the way the offense sort of develops based on the opponent's tendencies. You can condition in certain ways if you want to. He really lets you play that sort of like offensive style.
So his Air S1 is his attack called Feral Fang, where he kind of drops down on the opponent after jumping forward. You know, it's a series of like slash and bites. And what's really cool about this attack is, you know, it kind of sets up nicely for some of his grounded follow-ups. And his S2 is an attack called Savage Slashes, right? So pressing S2, he does 2 slash. Pressing S2 again, he'll do a 3rd slash. And then pressing S2 one more time, he does a 4th slash, right? And what's really awesome about this is just, you know, it's on the player to kind of input those slashes as they see fit. They get to feel that they're actually tearing into the opponent. His next attack in his S2 suite is his Crouch S2, and it's called Bloodseeker. So this move is, you know, it functions kind of like a really strong anti-air, right? This is the only kind of attack in the game that is pretty much anti-air invulnerable after the start of it, all the way through the attack. So, you know, when you think of like anti-air attacks in our games, we have our launchers, but these are only invulnerable for a few frames, whereas Crouch S2 for Warwick is invulnerable like the whole time.
Right.
That's by design. That's part of Warwick's catch and release gameplay. You want to use S1 to pursue the opponent and use S2 to viciously maul them, but at the same time, once you do that, you knock them away. And then his aerial S2 is his spinning slicers. So what's really cool about that is that, you know, much like his ground Savage Slashes, he has like this additional slash that you get to input as the player. So you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But as you can see, like when you do it, you do knock the opponent away, so there is a trade-off. His last attack on his S2 suite is his forward in S2 called Feral Bite. And this is where he kind of like rears back and he picks the opponent and tosses them over his head, you know? What's really cool about this move is that you can like cancel the recovery of the move. This move is essential because, you know, you can do it after his air S1, you could do it after his sweep, you can do it after any like real opportunity where you knock the opponent down. That's an opportunity to use Feral Bite. There's 3 areas of like Warwick's design that we were trying to like really hit. So S1 is all about the pursuit, right? It's all about the hunt. So S2, it's all about the players getting to feel that like power transfer, you know, when you're like tearing up an opponent. And the last one was just uncaging the player, right? Like just allowing them to go fully feral. As Warwick, you know, lands these S2 attacks, which, you know, you can see here, he's building up the Bloodlust gauge. And then once it's full, you'll see him go into this Bloodlust state. When you go into Bloodlust, you know, Warwick just becomes that much more enhanced. His dashes speed up.
Yeah, it's like across the board, too.
Right?
Like speed, power, like he...
Exactly, right? He gains 2 new specials. He's able to recover his gray health. Whenever he does his S2 attacks, you can see it slowly...
It's a good chunk.
Yeah, it's slowly recovering. As I mentioned, you know, he has some new specials that get added, right? So he loses Rage of the Beast, but instead gains a new move called Wrath of the Beast, where he does this crazy, quick forward translating slash. And what's really cool about that is that move is still projectile invulnerable, and it causes a wall bounce. It does crazy damage. And then if you're close enough, it crosses up at the last second.
That's the nastiest part about
and
this.
that's where it gets, you know, that's where it gets really unpredictable, really scary. And then the other new attack that he gains is an upgraded version of Feral Bite. He gains a new attack called Feral Feast.
Yeah.
So check it out.
And that's on the forward S2.
Yeah, it's on forward S2.
Oh yeah, the extra mauler.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty sweet.
And you know, other thing that's really cool about that is that, you know, when he connects that, when the opponent has recoverable life, he takes it all away.
Oh, I straight up did not know about that.
You're like, wait, who okayed that?
Well,
you don't lose the
damage
corner carry. So, you know,
that's huge.
The other really cool thing, and this is kind of like what really is at the heart of Bloodlust, you could cancel certain specials into certain specials.
Yeah, it's good.
What that means is that you could cancel his Bloodseeker into a Feral Fang.
Yeah.
You could cancel his Vid Slashes into a Wrath of the Beast. Another thing that he gains, an aerial version of Primal Leap that he doesn't have normally. So when you're attacking the opponent and they're blocking, you can use this as a way to kind of break their defense.
You're right.
So we just wanted to make sure that, you know, players just had options and they were able to kind of utilize the combos the way they wanted.
As you're doing these cancels, you're like spending, like the gauge it depletes like fairly slowly on its own. But if you want to access the power, you got to spend some of it, it looks like.
That was our way to ensure that this didn't become like grossly imbalanced. The way that we kind of did that was ensuring, you know, his new moves, they do take up some of that Bloodlust gauge. There is a cost to using them because they're so strong. It's also, whenever you cancel, there is also a cost associated with that. He's giving up, you know, some of his Bloodlust gauge to break the rules of the game. And that's what's awesome. You know, the player gets to choose the routes to maximize the Bloodlust gauge. You want to talk about the supers?
Yeah, let's go for it.
His S1 super, you know, it falls in line with the idea of pursuing.
Yep.
Right? It's takes a leap back, and then he flies towards the opponent, uses his agility, slashes them a ton of times, and then brings them down to the ground, right?
And that's our take on Infinite Duress.
Yes,
for like
exactly.
the 2x KO version.
And what's really cool about
oh yeah, the extra mauler.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty sweet.
And you know, other thing that's really cool about that is that, you know, when he connects that, when the opponent has recoverable life, he takes it all away.
Go for it.
His S1 super, you know, it falls in line with the idea of pursuing.
Yep.
Right? It's takes a leap back, and then he flies towards the opponent, uses his agility, slashes them a ton of times, and then brings them down to the ground, right?
And that's our take on Infinite Duress.
Yes,
for like
exactly.
the 2x KO version.
And what's really cool about this super too is that it's one of the few that can be done in the air. It also tracks.
Oh yeah, I can jump and show that.
Yeah. So it's gonna like follow. It's gonna predict where Jinx will be, and it'll like land it and like hit her. You know, if you use it in double down, it's just like really easy for kind of Warwick to kind of capitalize because he could kind of reach from anywhere. So it makes him a pretty strong partner in that regard.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, so it's S2 super, no escape. What's really cool about that is, you know, he does a bunch of slashes, kind of in line with that feeling of, you know, the S2 slash the savage slashes, right?
It's like the ultimate form of the S2s.
Exactly. But what's really cool about that too is that, you know, it fills up the bloodlust gauge. So using this at the end of a combo, right? Like it gives you about like 40%. So then if you were doing it after the savage slashes, you know, that's just a really quick way for you to get like 65% of the bloodlust gauge. And then his ultimate attack, one of the coolest in the game.
So sick.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
I mean, come on. So his ultimate attack called like, you know, Blood Hunt. Shout outs to everyone that made this possible. But like, look at this. Let's take a second to appreciate this, right? Following the trail.
Yeah, so you get the whole fantasy of like going through the streets is on.
Yeah, and what's like also super cool about this attack is that, you know, it can like pick up off the ground. Another really, really cool thing about it is that if you aren't in a bloodlust, it will instantly put you into it.
It's like a conversion. So
Right.
I'm gonna turn all this meter and I'm going right into bloodlust and dealing a ton of damage.
Right, and it's expensive, mind you. It's like not that, you know, you instantly get it. 3 bars to get there, you're cashing out. For those of you who were wondering, like, well, hey man, like if I'm already in bloodlust, what's the benefit? Like, why would I even do it beside the damage? Well, you know, our homage to League, right, is that we let Warwick heal. Like he's like the only character that can do that. When you hit the ultimate, you can see that he actually gains back life.
Yeah, it's a big chunk.
Yeah, it's a big chunk. He becomes like this force that's just kind of unKOable, you know, unstoppable. So he has 2 assists. His first one is an assist version of Rage of the Beast. That's his forward and assist. What I think's so good about that is that it's like really cool at like knocking the opponent away and just being annoying, right? If you team up Warwick with somebody like Teemo, or you team him up with like Jinx, right? Like
that gives me all this space to just start.
Exactly, right? Like if I'm like flying around with Teemo, just kind of being annoying, boom, I knock you away, and then I just start throwing more rocks, right? Like shooting more pebbles at you, right?
I'm seeing this scenario in my nightmares.
Like, oh no, don't give him ideas. Don't give him ideas, you know? That to me is what's awesome about like using that assist, right? You can plug him in as also like a damage extender. Yeah, you could pick up off of it. It's like the timing is tight, but you could do it. And that allows you to kind of like, you know, let Warwick come in, he could get some blood gauge, you know, that kind of thing. What's also awesome when Warwick is used as an assist is that when he's off of the screen, he doesn't lose bloodlust gauge.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about like always keeping him on point.
Exactly. So, cool. You know, if you like, you know, get a little bit of the bloodlust gauge and then tag him back out, it'll stay at that same amount. And then his back assist, he does an assist version of Bloodseeker.
Okay.
You could use Warwick to pick him back up to extend the combo, you know? And then also, once again, it's also good at creating space, kind of knocking the opponent away.
But yeah, so you have like the one assist that really covers that horizontal space, and then the other one kind of like can command the skies. If you're able to knock him out, right, and he's down and out, what does a super assist look like?
So his super assist is basically no escape. Yep. And in my opinion, this might be like one of the.
It's really good.
It might be one of the strongest super assists. You know, no bias, no bias.
Yeah. So yeah, we've talked a ton about just like his different strengths, sort of like philosophy, how we got there. But what about if you're playing against Warwick and you're like, man, what do I do against this guy? What are like some weaknesses you should keep on the brain?
Thing about Warwick is that he is a bigger champ. It's like he can get hit by buttons that are kind of thrown out because he has like some bigger hurt boxes with his attacks as well. Like he could get punished if your spacing is incorrect. We wanted to make sure that there was counterplay to all of his attacks, right? So if your opponent is like highly aware of Warwick's kit, then you have to kind of surprise them. We wanted to make sure that while Warwick did feel scary, like he doesn't feel there's no counterplay to him. You know, for all of Warwick's strengths and everything, he does need to get up close for him to like really strike fear into the opponent.
So on a team then, it sounds like you really want to pair someone up with Warwick who's going to cover these weaknesses for him. Who do you feel like is like a strong fit for that on the roster right now?
So I think that, like, you know, once again, Jinx, very helpful. Her projectile allows her to kind of cover him and allows him a way in. Another champion that I was using recently that I think is pretty fun is like Teemo. Any character that could kind of like help Warwick get more bloodlust gauge, I think is also a great fit.
I feel like we've covered a really good like breadth of the kit. You got any like tech or combos you want to show off?
Yes, I'm using a character that you could consider a combo fiend, right? Yeah. So here's one for for the viewers.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's go first try.
actual first take.
That was just like one combo that I showed you with different kind of cancel routes and specials being used. I mean, I'm really excited to see what all of you end up like finding with him and the routes that you guys choose. And it's so awesome to be able to work on Warwick and just like be able to kind of represent that viciousness and virality and all of that, and now give that to the players and see what they end up finding.
You never really know how it's going to turn out until players get their hands on it, but we're all really excited about Warwick, and yeah, we can't wait for y'all to try him.
All right, and that's Warwick in a nutshell. So thanks everyone for tuning in. And don't forget, Warwick is on the hunt in early access. You can play 2xKO for free now on PC.
We'll see you soon.
حلاوة. وهي الاكسس تبعها، ليش لا؟ اوكي، اي جيمز رايت جيمز بالضبط. ايوه بدي تنزل هون. نلعبها ليش لا؟ هاتوا نجرب على نفس اكونت رايوت. ما هو هذا الحلو فيه، نفس اكونت ليج اوف ليجندز. اي جيمز رايت جيمز 2xKO live. yes on. enable auto update all users English. يعني هلا بتخلص 2xKO بنودعكم. شو هاي؟ Legend of Renetera. كارد جيم فكني. هاي نزلت. طيب احنا هيك خلصنا ستريم لليوم. هاي نزلت 2xKO كمان، بلكي عملنا عليها ستريم بكره. هاي نعمل لها ستارت. يلا تصبحوا على خير. شكرا لكل حدا كان موجود معنا بالستريم. بنفس الوقت راح احط لكم اللينك تاع اللينك 3 كامل اللي هو هاد. هيك اللينك صار عندكم اللينك 3 اللينك اللي بودي لللينك 3. يلا تصبحوا على خير، نلتقي. كان معكم دكتور دريم جيم ميوزك سماش.